Hi everyone, today I'm joining in a collaboration with the Real Prince Club, and we are showing dolls in different professions. This time we're showing a private detective. We're also inviting everyone to do a doll or dolls in different professions and post pictures on Instagram or short videos on YouTube. And at the end of the month, we'll do a little video showing our favourite videos and pictures. So the first thing that I'm going to do is show you how to make a small magnifying glass for your private detective doll. I'm making mine in the scale of a 10 to 12 inch doll, although my scale probably isn't going to be perfect. But you'll get the gist. Right, so I'm using this tub from a cheese pot. I've given it a good clean. I do save plastic things like this, and I usually use them to mix paint on. But because this was a nice dark colour, I thought it would be perfect for what I wanted to use it for. So let's see, how big do we want our... So I'm thinking this is going to be about right for the scale of the magnifying glass. We need to make it a little bit smaller across there. It's just that, to me, sleuths should have a magnifying glass. So I'm going to cut out my magnifying glass shape. It's not going to be perfect, but you know, you can do yours perfect if you want. So there's my little shape cut out, and I need to cut 2 of those out. You could do it just with black card, that would actually be easier. This plastic is quite thick and difficult to cut through. This is going to be the handle and the edging of our magnifying glass. As I say, it could be done with card, which would be easier actually, because this is not easy to cut through. The next thing I need to do is cut a little hole in the middle there to put our glass through. I'm going to use my little box cutting knife here, and I'm just going to try and cut that out. Make sure you have something underneath when you're cutting that, because it will cut your desk. So I've managed to score it round, and now I'm just going to get my little tiny scissors in there and cut the middle out. Now there'd be nothing to stop you just using it like that. You don't even, you wouldn't even need to put any glass, as I say glass, but it's actually going to be plastic. You wouldn't actually need to put a magnifying bit or glass in there if you wanted to make your own magnifying glass. But I'm going to do the 2 pieces like that, and then I'm going to pop the glass or the plastic that I'm going to use in the middle. So let's just draw around that so that I know where to cut. I can start it with my little knife again. As I say, it's not perfect, but the idea is there. So there's the 2 sides of my magnifying glass. I'm going to glue those together, but before I do that, I'm going to put my glass in there. I say glass, but it's going to be plastic. I've got some clear plastic here that I'm going to use. These lids, it's just a lid from a cream carton, and I always save these too for mixing paint on and all sorts. So I'm going to draw around the outside of my magnifying glass. I know that my little bit needs to be just inside there. So I'm going to pop my scissors in and just cut just inside that line there so that it has something to stick to when I get it in there. So you could use the front of a Barbie box. You could use, this is a Shopkins Real Little pack, that bit there would be fine. You could even use some of this card to make your magnifying glass with and just colour it in black. There's little notebooks on here, look, and rulers. You could cut those out and have them lying around your sleuth's office if you wanted to. That's another idea. It even has like the spring of a notebook on the side there. You could even use that, couldn't you? If you made yourself a notebook, cut it across like that. Let's see. Here's what I'm thinking. You could make yourself a little notebook by cutting that. Or a desk diary, or whatever you want to make. So look at that. That looks like a little notebook now, doesn't it? Or you could do it the other way so that it's like a reporter's notebook, so that it's longer. And you could always stick paper to the back of there so that you've actually got a little notebook for your sleuth. That one could be a desk diary. You could put some plain paper or a sticker on the front and decorate it however you wanted. Just an idea. So back to this magnifying glass. As I say, it doesn't have to be plastic. I don't know why I make such hard work for myself and use plastic when I could just as easily have used card. But I just thought when I saw that blue plastic, how perfect it would be for my magnifying glass. So I've glued all that side. I'm going to put my piece of, I'm calling it glass, it's not glass, it's plastic, isn't it? And then I'm going to put the back of my handle on. There we are. I have my little sleuth's magnifying glass, so that's that. And then I've showed you the little books you could do. Like I say, you could put a sticker on the front of there, and then you can decorate it however you want. You could also, I know that My Froggy Stuff does little templates that you can print off to make books with. So that's another option. You can always, I mean, look at this. That's a little book on its own, isn't it? You could just cut that out. And you could put some sellotape over it to make it waterproof, to make it look shiny. Just little ideas. And then another thing a sleuth always needs is a pen or a pencil. So I have got a toothpick. So I'm going to cut it in half to make 2 pens or pencils. I'm going to use my purple pen, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to colour the tip of it with my purple pen to look like the nib or the lead in the pencil, and then I'm going to colour the end as well. My Froggy Stuff, I believe, has templates for doing this as well. And it's little pieces of paper that you can cut out and wrap around your pencil, you know, like, so it's the proper yellow colour of a pencil with the red end on it for the eraser. So that's one little pen or pencil like that. If you wanted to make bigger ones, like for an American girl, you could use kebab skewers. Just cut them down to the size you want, wrap your paper around them or colour them in. And then this one I'm going to make look like a pencil. I'm going to colour the end in pink to look like an eraser. You could actually just dip it in paint. You don't have to colour it in with a pen. You could just dip it in paint. So coloured that in with my pink pen to look like the eraser on the end. And then the other end I'm going to colour in black. I don't have any grey, so I'm going to colour it in black to look like the tip of the pencil. So these are some of the tools you might need if you're going to be making a Barbie or any sort of doll into a private detective. So let's go and have a look at my private detective. This is my mini-me, and I've dressed her as my private detective. She's got her little magnifying glass in her hand there. She's got her notebook. She's wearing Bratz glasses because she's a Bratz doll. So I found these, I think they're boys' sunglasses. And the hat she's got on is actually a Creatable World hat. And you can see it's got pins in it to hold it onto her head because it kept just springing off. I've given her this black jacket, which is also from Creatable World. And she's got on some jeans and black shoes. She's got a little black handbag to keep all her important gadgets in. She has her detective's dog there with its little puppy. And she's in her office. Now, this office was made for me by my friend Karen. She made it for me a few years ago and I absolutely love it. I have it in my doll room all the time, and Mini-Me usually lives in there. So you can see she's made me a printer. Look at the printer, it's even got paper in it. I've got coloured pencils here. All these were made by Karen. I've got my little cup with a little spoon in it. I've got some little sweets there. This is a little Barbie plate with a sandwich on it. This is a Bratz cup with coffee in it. This is a little laptop that I got from AliExpress. The water bottle is a Barbie water bottle. I've got glue for putting in villains' locks. I've got a carton there of milk for coffee. She made me this little file box with all the little books in it, look, and files. How good is that? She made the desk, the window, everything is just spot on. And I thought perfect for my sleuth. These little books were made by Karen, and I think the templates for them were from My Froggy Stuff. And this is like the pencil I was telling you. You can print this off, cut it out and wrap it around your pencil. She made me this little pot to hold the pencils in. I've got a little pair of scissors there that are Bratz scissors, like from one of the hair cutting ones, I believe. Yeah, all these goodies were made for me by Karen, so that's brilliant. And that little notepad there, look. She's got her suitcase ready in case she has to leave quickly on a case. She has her 2 telephones, one for personal and one for work. Sleuths always have 2 telephones, don't they? They are Bratz telephones. So that is my contribution to the hashtag Down to Dolly business collaboration that I'm doing with the Real Prince Club. I will pop the link to the Real Prince Club's channel in the description box below. Please do pop over and see her video too. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.